Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Alex, and this is basically my first video of the channel. I don't know what to do, you know. I was looking around. I was thinking of gaming or just reacting to shit, and you know, the only thing I came up with was tier makers. Now these have been trending lately. A lot of YouTubers have been doing them, and I thought, why not, and hop on the trend. So today we're gonna do like a short little video, and I'm just gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. So before I start this, disclaimer: this is my opinion. All right, this is my opinion. All right, so this is gonna be my list. All right, and Five Nights at Freddy's used to be, and it still is, one of my favorite games of all time. You know, it's one of my favorite scary games of all time, man. Yeah, just what this game did for the community, man. I mean, we've all had a phase before. You know, we've all had a phase when we were addicted to Five Nights at Freddy's, and we would try to figure out the mysteries and shit. But anyways, we're gonna be ranking the greatest and the worst games of Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, this is my opinion, but if you guys do think something different, please leave a comment down below on what you can think he would switch. So right now we're gonna start with I said it in order, and right now for some reason this guy decided to add a fan game. This is Five Nights at Candies. I played it, but this is not made by Cawthon. All of these were made by Cawthon, the original creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. But you know what? Five Nights at Candies is actually a good game. I actually did enjoy Five Nights at Candies. I wouldn't say it's the greatest FNAF fan game. To be honest, I think the Joy of Creation was such a good game, man. It was incredible. I think that's probably the greatest fan game of all time. I mean, obviously FNAF wise. But Five Nights at Candies was also a pretty decent game. I think I'd probably put Five Nights at Candies at B tier. I wouldn't say it was great, but I wouldn't say it's bad either. It was a pretty decent game. It was pretty scary too. The jump scares were decent, and the storyline was alright. It wasn't too much, but yeah. Alright, now we're getting started with the FNAF games. Alright, we're starting with the original one. So this is obviously the start of an amazing era, man. The first time when we played it, I just remember, man, we were always scared as shit, man. These jump scares were fucking scary, man. They were scary as hell. And just the concept of it, and like the new story, oh my god, it was so good, man. And I loved it. I enjoyed it. I personally would put the original Five Nights at Freddy's A tier. If I were to like play another, if I were to play a FNAF game this year, like right now in 2021, I wouldn't choose Five Nights at Freddy's, the original one. Again, don't get me wrong, it was a great game, and at the time it was one of the best, man. It was crazy. You would be scared, but I think it fits in A tier. I think it's a good tier for it. Alright, the next one, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I cannot tell you how much I fucking love this game. This is an incredible ass game. I fucking love it, and might be one of my favorite FNAF, if not my favorite FNAF game of all time. This game was incredible, man. This game wasn't and it wasn't the same concept as the first one. You had to do so much more shit, bro. So much more shit. You had to do you had to check the left and right vents, you had to check the middle, you had to check the marionette, you had to fucking use the fucking mask and shit, man. It was so much more stressful, and they introduced so much more different electronics. It was amazing, man. I fucking loved it. I enjoyed it. It was scary. The jump scares were way worse than Last Games too. It was way scarier, and just everything, man. It was so much more entertaining. One of my favorite FNAF games out of the whole series. I loved it, and I would definitely play that right now if I could too. Alright, next one, FNAF 3. Now, after coming up with one of the most entertaining games of the FNAF series, you know, you really had big expectations on the third one. But and I was really excited for the third one. But it was just kind of boring to me. Not boring, it's not great. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in C, man. It's not that great. It's not that good. The jump scares weren't that scary, you know, especially Springtrap. I mean the shadow ones were, they were pretty good, but not that scary, man. And but the third one was basically made just for the storyline, and that's why I'm not gonna put it in D. I would put it in D if it weren't for the storyline. The storyline is fucking amazing, man. It made sense. You know, there were a lot of plot twists, you know, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of good endings and bad endings, and like it was crazy, man. You know, those type of Easter eggs, that's what made the third game very enjoyable. Other than that, it was just weird, man. It was weird. You had to do a lot of things too, but I don't know. It's just it was just not that scary to me. But that's my opinion again. Alright, the next one we got Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Now, after coming off a very low, probably that was probably the worst FNAF game, one of the worst FNAF games in the series. Then Scott Cawthon came with the fourth one, and this was, to be told, the last Five Nights at Freddy's. We were wrong. We were wrong. FNAF 4 was actually really scary, man, and I fucking loved Five Nights at Freddy's 4, man. I actually enjoyed it a lot, and it became one of my favorite FNAF games as well, man. The jump scares, man, and like I loved the concept of it, man. Like you had to fucking get close to the door, and like you had to hear the breath and shit, and like the storyline. And I'm gonna keep mentioning the storyline over and over, but that's just what Scott Cawthon does, man. The story, man, I would say 80% FNAF's story is almost better than 80% of anime stories. Yo, like I'm not even like joking or anything, man. FNAF story is incredible, man, and it still confuses me. It still confuses me, man. I still don't know like the final story, but was the final story told? Like, I don't know. There's still a lot more like theories and shit, man. Of course, there's YouTubers that do like game theory and shit, man. It's just amazing on what Scott Cawthon does, man, and the things he thinks of. The fourth one was really good. I think I would put it in S tier, man. I actually really enjoyed it. The jump scares were scary as hell. I think they were probably scarier than any game I've played. It was scary as hell, man. Like the intensity, the stress, it's crazy, and I loved it, man. I loved it. And definitely the animatronics were definitely amazing. And then Scott decided to make an RPG game called FNAF World. I only played it probably like 3 times. I didn't really enjoy it. I did not enjoy it actually. There were a few Easter eggs for like the real game, but I think he just made this game for fun. I don't really know the whole story to it, but I played it and I just didn't really find it that entertaining. I'm putting it in D tier. I'm sorry. Like I know a lot of you guys do enjoy this game actually, but it just wasn't for me, man. I just didn't really like it. But then Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. This game was fucking terrible.
Games are games, Davies, but that is the mother of my children. So apologize, or I will kick your ass in front of your entire deadbeat agency. That is what we call a bitch slap. A bitch slap for a bitch. What do you say we go outside and finish this?
I'm joking. No. For real though, no joke. Five Nights at Freddy's sister location was fucking incredible. It was amazing. This was a whole completely different game. It was a whole completely different game. You know, obviously the jump scares were there and shit, but this was some creepy ass shit, man. And I fucking loved it. The different tasks that you had to do, the fucking I forgot the girl's name, but the fucking ballerina, man, when you had to cross that shit slowly, man. You fucking finance the Freddy shit, repairing. Then there was Foxy, and then the fucking what was the girl's name? Sydney? Fuck, I forgot the sister's name. But it was something like that. This game was probably the second best Five Nights at Freddy's game out there, man. It was incredible, man. When I saw it, when I played it, it was fucking amazing. I loved it. It was just a whole complete different game, and that's what I love about it. The way that Scott creates different concepts of these games, man. The different tasks, it's just amazing, man. And I definitely had fun with the fifth one. Okay, and then after that, I don't know which one came first. Was it Help Wanted that came out first? I don't know. I'm just gonna do the pizzeria simulator. Now this is Five Nights at Freddy's 6, by the way. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's 6, Pizzeria Family. It was again a very unique game, I actually really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it, and I just loved like the different. It was you had to do a tycoon. It was kind of like a tycoon thing, and then you had to do like a security night, and you had to like print shit and like buy shit. It was a really unique game. I did enjoy it, but it was just kind of the same thing over and over. I would probably put this game at A tier. It was a decent game. I enjoyed it. Would I put it in the same tier as the original one? For me, it's between A or B. I think I'm going to. See, I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it about the same as FNAF. By the way, this is a free game, which is incredible by Scott and very generous. I think I'm gonna put it A tier. I did enjoy the game, and I love how you get different scholars or whatever. I forgot how like you either get bankrupt and shit, like you get a bad ending, a good ending. I love that shit, man. And the next one is FNAF Help Wanted. Now, what made this game fun was the VR, man. The VR was so fucking fun. I loved it. It was scary as hell. It made it 10 times, like, the VR made it 10 times scarier. I enjoyed the game. I liked it as well. I think I'm gonna put it in B. Oops. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as those two games above it. But again, it was a decent game. Okay, and then it gets weird. These last two games, the Ultimate Custom Night. Basically, this game just proves if you're the fucking king of FNAF, man. It just shows if you're a beast or you're just fucking terrible. It has almost all the animatronics in the game, and it has some Easter eggs in the game, but it just really wasn't it. I think I'm gonna put it in C tier. It was okay, you know. It was just not really it. Again, this is free though. And I think there was a lot. I think there's probably like 20 people who did all 20s, which is fucking insane, man. It's crazy. This just straight talent, man. This, wow. I cannot imagine that. And then the last one, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that game is. Is that the app? If that's the app for the phone, I played it about 2 times. It's awful. I hated it. I'm sorry. I did not like it. It was complete garbage. If that's the app game, it was alright. It was actually not alright. It was awful. Sorry. But I think that's my tier list, man. I think it looks pretty good. Again, this is my opinion, man. But if y'all think different, go for it. Again, since they added Finance at Candies, if they had to add a fan game, they should have definitely added the Joy of Creation, man. That shit was fucking crazy, man. It almost felt like Scott Cawthon made it, man. It was incredible, man. It was amazing. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm gonna try to make more content like this. If you guys want me to make more tier lists and shit, leave some suggestions down below. You know, this is my first video. Tell me what else you guys want me to do. I'm gonna do a lot of different shit in this channel, man. You know, gaming, reactions. You know, I love anime, so you can tell I got my kilo of figures and shit. Just tell me what you guys want to see more, and I'll try to do it. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.